Hi, I'm Sherri Spina, educator, certified mindfulness coach, certified yoga instructor. And I'm happy to be here today to share just a few simple strategies that you can easily incorporate into your day to de-stress. So mindfulness is paying attention on purpose in a very non-judgmental way to what's happening in and around you. It allows you to be fully present and aware of what you're doing without being overly reactive to situations, to be able to observe the waves in the ocean and the waves of your emotions without being swept away. So I'm going to give you 3 strategies, the first being to recognize the pause. So understanding that the first step is just to press pause and take 3 deep breaths. So breathing in deeply through the nose, exhaling fully through the mouth, and repeating that 2 more times. Just this simple activity of bringing awareness to what you're feeling in a given moment allows you to refocus and make better, safer choices. So there is a stimulus and a response. Well, without your mindfulness practice, there's a stimulus and an immediate reaction. When you start to develop these strategies of mindfulness, there is a stimulus, and then that pause, that mindfulness pause, allows you to think more clearly, make safer, healthier choices, and respond in a healthier manner. So within this pause, when you're taking these 3 deep breaths, another thing to think about is a simple meditation called SIFT, S-I-F-T. And that allows you to become aware of the sensations in your body. S, sensations. I, to lean into the images that you're seeing in your mind's eye. F, you're noticing the feelings that you have accompanying these T, thoughts. So if you can, press pause, take 3 deep breaths, and again, learn to sift, paying attention to the sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts in the body. That allows you an opportunity to return to the present moment rather than coasting on autopilot, and allows you to make a healthier, happier decision. So that's number 1, the pause, 3 breaths, and the sift. Number 2 is a simple breath called the box breath. And it's something that you can do building the box in the air. Some people like to build the box on the palm of their hand, possibly on the thigh, or just with your eyes closed, creating the image in your mind. So it's inhaling to the count of 4, holding that breath for the count of 4, exhaling slowly to the count of 4, and then you have a pause for the count of 4. So with the square, it's 4 movements, the count of 4, inhalation, pause, exhalation, wait, and you do it 4 times. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, wait. So we'll practice together. I'll build it in the air, and again, this is an opportunity to just close your eyes and practice it with eyes closed, creating the box in your mind's eye. So it's inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, wait. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, wait, 2, 3, 4. In, hold, out, wait. And you can do that anytime you start to feel stressed, and just repeat that 4 deep breaths in a row. Again, allowing you to drop into the present moment. So if you can catch yourself either where you're thinking of things in the future that is anxiety provoking for a lot of people, or if you are constantly revisiting memories of the past. So if it's in the past or in the future, you want to press pause, understand and acknowledge where your thoughts are, and allow yourself to return to the present moment through these simple practices. And then the third and final practice, very easy way to de-stress throughout your day, the simple meditation called Take 5. So it starts with 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. And the goal of this simple meditation is not to rush through it quickly, but to really take your time identifying each aspect. So 5 things that you can see, but really taking your time to notice the different shades in the flower. So rather than one flower and just moving on to the vase, you were going to spend a few breaths looking at the flower, looking at the shades of the petals, the stem, and then moving on, noticing your vase, but then looking at the pattern in the vase. So taking your time to identify 5 things in your immediate environment that you can focus on. And then again, moving through to the 4 things you can feel, and taking your time to feel the texture. An invitation to close your eyes as you are feeling each of those 4 things. And then moving down to 3 things, 2 things, and lastly ending up with the 1 thing that you can taste. So just to recap, when you find yourself getting stressed throughout the day, you want to first remember to press pause and take those 3 deep breaths, connecting the mind and body through the breathing. So we take up to 20,000 breaths a day without much thought at all. So if we can start to use our breath as a simple mindfulness tool and practice, it's so helpful to have these short moments of awareness throughout the day where we can drop into the present moment and learn to feel more gratitude, more peace and happiness as we are in the present moment rather than in the past or in the future, but again, returning to the present moment. So first with a pressing pause, 3 deep breaths, and remembering that SIFT meditation, noticing the sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts in that given moment. 2, the box breath, an opportunity to build your breath, 4 rounds of breathing. And as you begin to practice this, you'll start to breathe more deeply and you'll slow down the count. And then lastly, the Take 5 meditation, where you're pressing pause first and then taking the time to really notice things in your immediate environment. Again, giving your mind and body an opportunity to connecting through the breath, and hopefully returning back to the situation you're in with a sense of peace and clarity. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.